The only thing you can't do is to ignore them. They push the human race. In our case, the maritime fraternity race. They push the race forward. And while some may see them as crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are usually the ones that do. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have amongst us 4 such companies that are challenging the norm and trying to disrupt the way the maritime industry works. You, as a maritime fraternity, have raised tough questions, challenging questions, and I know they have spent some sleepless nights to articulate the answers in a convincing manner. The technologies that are being presented today are not mandatory and in some cases may even require companies to go out of their way and invest an extra effort to adapt and implement them. Very evidently, most of the questions raised today to all the presenters revolve around why should one invest and what is the return on investment. There are other many such concerns valid pertaining to technology and its implementation. One thing I can assure you for sure is that each of them represents organizations that are one of the best, if not the best, in the technologies they offer. The presenters here are faced with one more challenge, the challenge of time. In mutual interest, they have to present within the specified period, and I understand not all questions can be addressed. So the presenters have taken up at least 10 most popular questions to address in their presentation. If you feel that your questions remain unanswered, please use the time allocated for Q&A. And also then you will get a one-on-one time with the presenters during the break and even during the cocktail session, which is later in the evening. I will also share with you a disappointing news. Our first presenter from Elgin and Company is from South Korea, and due to his flight, his flight yesterday got cancelled, and there was no other flight available for him to make it to the seminar in time. However, he sent his presentation to us and some videos to us, so we will share his presentation with you today. But we probably may not be able to answer all the questions raised on the spot because the experts are not here. So, on behalf of the Singapore Maritime Community, I am pleased to welcome the presenters of today. Mr. Thomas Johnson from GAPE, he comes from the US, from Texas. Mr. Risto Karasa, he comes from Helsinki, Finland. And Mr. Hans Ottesen, he comes from Copenhagen. He's from Denmark. Thank you all for coming. So, without further ado, let's start the reverse pitch.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Am I loud and clear? Okay. My name is Dominic. I'm the sales director in Marine Innovation. Unfortunately, our Korean guys are not able to make it today, so I'll be conveying their message to you. So I'll try my best to answer all the questions that you have raised. Okay. We had quite a difficult time sorting the questions because there were quite a lot. And picking up the most important one, the key one that matters to you, was our task. So we had picked up the most important ones and passed it on to the presenters, and they have came back with their responses. So LTI, they have prepared a video which I'll play for you first. That answers most of the questions that was addressed by each one of you in the beginning. And the later part of the presentation, I will take a few important questions that need to be explained a little further for your better understanding. So let me start the video first.
We at Ilgen Dams have developed an optimal CCTV camera for a vessel's harsh environmental conditions, and today we'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our CCTV. Now let's start the CCTV presentation. Our contents are like this. Recently, as development of satellite communication, most of the vessels consist of internal network systems, and due to the development, application of IP CCTV, which is able to store better images and install economically to the vessel, is increasing. We have developed robust CCTV with optimized designs to match the harsh marine environment. We also provide solid solutions to the market by combining expertise with innovative technology. And we will continue to develop competitive products to high quality to meet the needs of various customers. We have developed 5 types of CCTV: outdoor PTZ, outdoor fixed, fixed dome, speed dome, and bullet type. These are small and light and installed properly in accordance with location and use. Also, we developed these CCTVs to show high quality images and to be optimized for marine environments. As you can see, CCTV system has IP type and analog type. When configured CCTV as IP type, speed dome, fixed dome, and bullet type of indoor type were applied to PoE. Therefore, they do not require separate power supplies. On the other hand, PTZ and fixed camera of outdoor type are developed as the types requiring separate power supply because of the pen and heater applied inside. We can supply not only IP CCTV, but also analog CCTV and multi-cable. The following is an instruction to our outdoor PTZ camera. All of our cameras are made of stainless steel 316L, and they are small and light. We also added a white powder coating. As a result, salt-based corrosion protection can be more efficient, and the internal temperature change can be minimized if installed outdoors. Therefore, durability has also been increased. Wipers are fitted as standard, and the BLDC motor is applied to minimize maintenance. It also has an endless pan range of 360 degrees and tilt range of 180 degrees with full HD resolution, and it has 30 times performance of optical zoom. The operating temperature range is from -40 to +60 degrees, and the weight is minimized to about 15 kilograms. Like 9 page, there are specifications of CCTV on each page. Please refer to the detailed data sheet, and if you want more information, feel free to contact us. As for outdoor fixed zoom cameras, the specification is the same as previous PTZ types. Additionally, we also can provide solutions with intrusion detection function as an option by applying low-light cameras and a motion sensor to the camera. And for speed dome, it supports PoE type with 360-degree endless pan range and 170 degrees tilt range, and it has full HD, 1920 by 1080 resolution, and 20 times optical zoom. For fixed dome, it also supports PoE type with full HD, 2048 by 1536 screen of 3 megapixel resolution. The operating temperature range is negative 20 to 50 degrees, and the weight is minimized to about 2 kilograms. As for the bullet type, it supports PoE type and has a full HD 2048 by 1536 screen with 3 million pixels. The operating temperature range is negative 20 to 50 degrees, and the weight is minimized to about 0.7 kilograms. Due to the advantages of small size and light weight, it could be used in narrow spaces like corridors. As an additional accessory, we also have water tank and junction box for outdoor type. We also have video recording units, NVR and DVR, which are based on storing video for 1 month, but they can also be added or reduced according to customer needs. The CCTV system has greater effect if it works with our independent technology, VXT. VXT stands for Video Crossing Transcoder, which is image compression and correction systems. It transfers an optimized video stream from IP cameras onto restricted bandwidth networks, such as satellite. Through this VXT, we can check the status of vessels or sailors in real time using viewer software, even in a limited marine satellite communication environment. With viewer software, you can easily check the situation wherever you have an internet environment, such as an office, home, phone, etc. Through the viewer software, you can cope with accidents and other emergencies very efficiently. In addition, video conference, telemedicine services, and remote maintenance support between land and ships are also available. Therefore, we are sure that VXT will help you deal with the ship's management and dangerous situations innovatively. At the end of 2017, we installed demo equipment of VXT and CCTV in the vessels of DSME HHI, and we conducted a test during the sea trial. You can check our technology of video quality correction through recorded video of NVR and VXT at that time. These test reports confirmed by the ship's owner and shipyard can be verified that the equipment was tested properly. To sum up, once again, first, these CCTVs are made of stainless steel 316L, compact and lightweight design. And through the white powder coating, CCTVs have strong resistance to corrosion, solvents, and salt spray. Also, it has less heat absorption than general stainless housings. Second, it is designed by cylinder type in order to minimize wind effects. It makes for longer lifetime than others. Third, maintenance was minimized by applying gear-type driving method instead of belt drive, and brushless DC motor, which enables a lifetime 2 to 3 times longer than others. We can also supply solutions with intrusion detection, fire area search functions as an option, and if you want more additional functions, we are sure that CCTV with the additional functions you want can be developed. Finally, we have set up our own service network through agents in more than 10 countries around the world, and we will expand our business more and more. Thank you.
Okay. Now that you know editing and camera a little better, I will put across some questions. So we will start with the question. Okay, these were the questions that came up to us. Why CCTV? If CCTV is not going to reduce the workload as such, but why we need to have CCTV is for monitoring and safety purposes. That's why we use it. It's like an eye that we could have, or you would want to have to always monitor things. Now, the CCTV technologies that you can be integrated in the software, AI, it can also be used to to monitor the ship's crew for engine room research. All this application is possible with CCTV. So that's where we think CCTV is going to add a great value to shipping companies. Now, let me pick up the question that was not answered in the video. One technology that I would like to highlight with the engine is the VXT. Now, I'll just pick up. VXT is the video coding transponder. Now, how it helps? You could buy a CCTV from anywhere in the market, but that's not that would serve our purpose. That's what most of the shipping companies will be doing right now. But the video size is very heavy. Now, getting it ashore is a big challenge. Now, with this VXT, it encodes, compresses, and corrects the video. That's what it does before it transmits ashore. Now, here you see a map of how the video is transmitted and the purpose. You could have video conferencing, remote medical care, everything becomes possible. These are some key functions of the VXT. Now, if you look at the encoding technology, Atom 264 image compression, that is the technology that they use to compress the video, at the same time maintaining the HD quality. Now, the video is 116 MB. It's compressed 3 times, still the quality is maintained. This is the video that was transmitted over the minimum bandwidth, that is 64 kbps speed. And if you look at both the images, after compression and correction, you could even see the time on the clock. That's the level of compression. Now, with a simple compressor, if you would use, that is how the video would look very blurred. You can even focus to a particular object on the video, zoom in, and have the details of it. So that's the kind of technology that we have to offer this engine. Video cameras you could buy from anywhere, but these kind of technologies, when it is integrated with video camera, that's where the value comes in. Everybody is concerned about the data. What does it cost? How much does it cost? Obviously, it depends on the VSAT package you have. You have an unlimited plan, or you are on a particular fixed bandwidth with limited data. Now, this is a solution, obviously, for VSAT. It cannot be used for FPV. Then you will drain out your data very soon. But even with FPV, you can allocate a fixed bandwidth. It can be as low as 64 kbps. And you can still have crystal clear image. Now, these applications are available ashore using your cell phone or your laptop. You can do the monitoring live. Now, you need not have it 24/7. That's not practical. You don't want to look at a watch over your ship 24/7. What you need is just video on demand. That is also possible. That means, should there be a mishap and you want to see what happens from what time to what time, that is possible. Okay, what is the cost? We are not going to discuss the cost though, but we will take it up later on because cost mainly depends on the type of the camera. We have seen few types of cameras depending on the application that we want to use. So the cost depends on the number of cameras, the configuration, so it would vary. But what a particular camera would cost. Configuration, the full setup, it would be a different figure altogether. This was the second question that came: what is the cost of internet tariffs and CCTV cameras transferring data? Okay. Ordinary CCTV camera would transmit in 1 minute about 20 to 30 MB data in 1 minute. I'm talking about HD, high definition videos. Now, with DXT on board, you are talking about compressing the data 3 times smaller. That means you can also extract data when you need it the most. So, you are looking at 1 minute, pulling the data down to 10 MB. That's what we are looking at per MB if you want it HD quality. One more key feature of DXT is that it detects the bandwidth of your internet. For example, you have a very high speed, then it transmits data in high definition. If your speed becomes lower, or if it detects that there is less bandwidth, then it reduces the quality of the data and then transmits. So this encoding and correction of data all happens in that box of DXT. Is video transfer possible between ship and shore? Yes, it is possible. The costs are lower with the help of DXT. Okay. Return on investment. Now, video cameras are installed for safety, security, monitoring. I'm not sure how we will define the return on investment. What would be the cost for saving a life? What would be the cost to prevent an incident? So how would we define this or put a cost to that? So that is something which the shipping companies, the owners need to sit down, discuss and evaluate. We have CCTV cameras here. We have in Singapore, you are never off a CCTV camera unless in the toilet. So if you have all these, there's a purpose to it. And the cost or the return of investment against cost is something we put a value for safety and value to life. So I think it depends on company to company how you look at it. This I think I have already explained regarding the data, how much it is being used and how much the transmission extract. So it all depends on the VSAT plan you would have. You will need to have a VSAT on board to have live streaming of videos. Or else you can have it on demand or stored on board. Now these CCTV cameras, they have two types, one is analog or one is over network. Now that means these CCTV cameras do not require a separate power cable. One LAN cable, the power comes through the LAN. That means you need to just lay one cable for these CCTV cameras. Okay. How have you done a trial of this CCTV usage onward? How effectively it can be used to reduce workload? I don't think we can look at CCTV cameras from that point of view because it needs to be adopted and needs to evolve a lot more before it can reduce the workload. Because people have asked whether we can use it for security rounds or say night rounds. It may not substitute that at today's stage. But as we start using this technology and as the technology evolves and we trust it, and the companies need to change their policies as well in adopting technology, then it is possible. But today, I think it depends on company to company. Okay, by installing CCTV and not monitoring by office, does it put any liability to owners if a wrong action is not picked up by the office? Again, install a technology, you need to define the scope of the use of that technology. For example, if a CCTV camera is installed, what is the purpose of installing it? Monitoring, safety, security. If somebody is not doing their job, now the liability, I think it depends on that person, not the company. We are not here to micromanage. This is the next question that has been asked, whether the officers would feel like they are being monitored, and are we going to do a micromanagement from the office? No, that is not the purpose of this technology. Again, the purpose of this technology is for safety, security, to take preventive actions when there is an incident. That's the purpose of this, not to monitor any of your crew and tell them what to do from a shop. And again, it also depends on where you install the CCTV. CCTVs are mainly installed in the wheelhouse or the engine room. That's where you would install the CCTV. Monitoring has become a very important part. So we have heard that classes are coming up or writing up their requirements for this technology. It would soon be a requirement for shipping companies to have some kind of surveillance on board. I mean, monitoring of key areas. That would be the bridge, that would be the engine room. That is being worked out. Now, no defined standards are released yet, but classes are working on it. So that's soon to come. Yes. Is there any rule for privacy of CCTV cameras used in the wheelhouse or engine control room? No, there is no such rule yet. It's being worked upon. That's what we heard, that the class is working upon something, and it will come very soon. And the last question is quite funny. Violation of privacy. I don't know whether that's a question that to be answered how, because the purpose of CCTV is to bring in safety and security. But we are not intending to look into somebody's personal. No, that's not the purpose. If you are standing in the public area and doing something not so decent, then yes, of course, you have been monitored. But here, no, that's not the purpose. The purpose of the CCTV camera is, again, I repeat, for safety and security. So I think I have run through most of the important questions here, unless any one of you would like to raise a question on this technology. Like I said, just to recap.
How secure is the system, VXP? Because nowadays everybody is talking about data protection, cyber security and all. How secure is it?
Okay. VXP compresses, encodes, and it secures the data in their own proprietary format. I mean, the engine, they have their own proprietary format. It's not connected to any Windows-based computer as such. It has its own processing within, and even a shop, they are using their own dedicated application. So as it is not going through any Windows-based computer, it's all their own software. So I would say if somebody is specifically targeting them, then it could be a threat. But if it is a general, if your question is, if it is a general virus or some threat, then that may not affect this data. Now, of course, I will put across to them and get a little more detailed information on how they encrypt their data. That is the most important thing, the level of encryption. So, I will get back to you on that.
Thanks.
Okay.
Can you explain?
Can you explain how you say that it is a preventive equipment? And the other thing is that there is no IP standard for CCTV on board. So basically, if we have to integrate with the media down the road, will that be possible or it has to be independent?
Okay, I'll answer your first question, and that is preventive. For example, if the CCTV is installed in an engine room, and there is a small flame or a smoke, the CCTV, if you may have seen, it has got also intruder detection and fire detection. That technology is there in the CCTV. That's an option to have. With that, it will detect any fires, any heat signatures, and raise an alarm on board. So, before the fire blazes into a big flame, preventive actions can be taken.
So that's only fire.
That's fire. If it is intruder, that is again an intruder detection. If somebody, a foreigner gets in the ship, then again that is a detection. But as a whole, what you mean, like
Navigation?
no, navigation as in no, it's not integrated to the exit or any kind of navigation application. That is not yet. And then I'm sorry,
suppose, I want to integrate it with the VDR because I'm getting the download of the VDR.
Integration with VDR is not possible with this right now because it has no link to any VDR or any other sensors on board. So it's an independent system on its own. The only connection that it gets is from the VSAT on board. So not even from the GPS as of now. Yes. Sure.
Thank you. I'm Sarusman from Benelec, the VDR manufacturer. Your question was if the CCTV can be recorded in the VDR. Now the problem is, if you're looking at the amount of data being recorded, I just made a quick calculation based on the 10 megabytes per minute. So that gives you 14.4 gigabytes per day. And the VDR has a capacity to record up to 16 gigabytes. So the capacity is simply too high. But we are developing a technology right now where you can record part of the CCTV on the VDR, but not all the data. But on the other hand, then let the data flow to an external hard disk, which you can remove from shore. So that has a much higher capacity, it's of terabytes compared to the VDR itself. So technically, it will be possible, yes, but with a slightly twisted solution.
If we are doing incident analysis and we are running, let's say, exit VDR together, will we be able to synchronize this one with VDR?
Yes, it will, because the ECDIS is, if it's a new VDR, at least, the new circulation, that will record the ECDIS and the radar, etc. And then you would be able to take that specific time period of the CCTV as well.
Any more questions?
No questions, but I just want to ask you, the audience, if anybody has seen these CCTVs working on the ship? Anyone who has the experience? Yeah, okay. Because we had this experience on 4 ships which were working in Petrobras in Brazil. Petrobras requires all the offshore vessels to have the CCTVs installed on the ship. And this we had from 2011 till 2015 we worked. And the system works beautifully, I can tell you that. It is damn good for charters, at least they can see the ship, they can see the, because we have outdoor cameras, they can see the deck, how much cargo is there whenever they want. If there was an incident, it was so quick, the incident investigation, you have one camera outside, you have one camera on the bridge, you ran both the screens simultaneously, and you know when the ship touched the installation, and you know what was the movement of the handler, so you could see that there there was a delay in, in the response from the, so there was no questions left, in that incident investigation. So rather than, when we are looking at the advantages, I think these are the main advantages of this system. And it was, apart from that, in the engine room, I think we had one that, for the towing winches that you do, because a lot of times the winch is being operated from the bridge, and like you have a CCTV which is on the winch, so that you can actually see how the wire is staying off, if the wire is not getting loosened up. So all these things are the preventive ones, which you can use. Thank you.
Thanks for your contribution. So I believe CCTV for different companies, the value to having the CCTV technology installed is different. Some for operational, some for security. Yes.
Dominic, are these intrinsically safe?
They are right now being tested for certification to get the ATEX and safe certification. So they will have it by the end of the year. Right now, the build of this camera is still intrinsically safe. But if you're asking me whether you have a certificate, that's being worked out.
Of course, we have been using this in LNG for some time. We have experienced a lot of problems on the exposed cameras which are exposed to them.
Right.
Yes, but of course, those CCTV are again not connected to shore, but it's on board. But we have this for quite some time. But we experienced a lot of water ingress, not working, fishing in the forward deck, manifolds outside on the wings, and so.
Wish to add one point on this CCTV because the question on is safe. This CCTV is built on a stainless steel P16. That is a grade that is non-corrosive, saltwater resistant. It has got all the properties for marine environment to resist the marine harsh environment. Now, it is also temperature controlled within inside, and it works on gear. It's not on belt. So low maintenance, and it's not painted. It's coated, white powder coated. So the bonding on the exterior is quite rigid. So this is built for intrinsically safe, but yes, certification will be having in the resume by the end of this year. Thank you so much. All the other questions, I think I'm running out of time. All the remaining questions we will take it offline during the tea break or during the cocktail. Thank you for your time.
Okay, so quickly moving on to the next topic. The next topic is about the upcoming 2020 regulation for the reduction in sulfur content of the fuel on the ships. And we have got a really good response for this topic, and we got a lot of relevant and significant questions. And to answer this question, we have with us today Thomas from Houston, Texas. He's the marketing director at GMPE, and he's going to take us through all the questions which were raised and which we have received. So without any further, I'll request Thomas to start with the topic. Yeah, and we also have giveaways from GMPE which our colleagues will be distributing it shortly. So yeah, Thomas.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me well in the audience, please? Loud and clear? Hello? Can we hear now, please? Loud and clear? Thank you. I'd like to quickly thank Captain Mattoon and the Marine Innovation Group for organizing this nice session. I think the format is different than I've seen before, but it's very meaningful, so I hope to see it again in the future. Greetings from Texas, USA. Two questions.
questions that were not given to me, but I can clear up immediately. I do not have a ranch and cattle. I do not have an oil well. I wish I did. And I'd like to just cite something in the way of background here. I'm sure many of you have had experience professionally or personally with lawyers in which you propose to ask a simple, straightforward question in your opinion, and what you get back in reply from the lawyer, talk to him in the first year of law school, is a quote, well, that depends. And I'm going to have to preface the answer to a lot of the questions that we've collected with that same lead in, well, that depends. These are complicated questions. Markle Annex 6, simple, objective, complex issue and decision making. The Annex 6 simply says we don't want to deposit SO2 into the atmosphere, and they've given the industry a few options of how to deal with that. In the big picture, in my opinion, availability of fuel options as heavy fuel oil and low sulfur fuel into the future as 2020 onwards is part of the big question. And the relative cost of heavy fuel oil, low sulfur fuel in the short and long term post 2020, these two questions together are the major drivers that the vessel owner, and you do have my sympathy, have to cope with to make the decision on how to treat your fleet and to comply with 2020. Indeed, from my opinion, diverse fleet vessel owners looking at different vessel types in their fleet, the different trades, whether liner or tramp, if they study these questions carefully, may come up with different solutions for different vessel types. To start off, we had 10 questions that were presented, and Marine Innovations came back and rated each of these 10 questions for myself as the speaker, the ones that had the most interest and the least interest, so I rearranged those. I'll read the questions and then a brief answer to how these issues may be treated. First question of the original 10. What is the cost to install the exhaust gas system in a vessel as a refit? Well, that depends. We'll assume that we have a special survey that is presenting itself to us so the vessel owners are accomplishing other tasks in parallel with actually installing an exhaust gas system. Also, we have different system types. Let me see if I can get the right slide up here. On the left, you'll see just a simplified diagram of a scrubber itself. This has to be a YouTube type. It is the heart, so to speak, of the process of an exhaust gas scrubbing system. Of the various manufacturers around the world, they're inline and U-type, Venturi type. In essence, everything downstream of what I call the lower engine room components to support these systems are very common to all of the vendors. And you'll see on the right-hand slide a simplified diagram of an open loop. Just quickly breaking this technology down into the options: open loop, closed loop, hybrid. Are varying levels of complexity which involve the solution to the problem of getting the SO2 out of the exhaust gas system. Let's go one more slide. This slide represents the hybrid or open loop machinery layout, which you can see is a lot more complex than it is for the open loop. This is a closed loop or hybrid, which obviously affects the engine room cost to refit or new construction because there's a lot more components. There's a larger electrical demand, there's a larger makeup water demand, fresh water, and then there could be a larger ship service air or even air demand also. Part A of the first question, what is the cost to install an EGS in vessels or refit? It can range, depending on all of these variables, between $300,000 to almost $2 million. This is to install, not to acquire, but to install. And it varies with, is it a refit or is it new construction in the shipyard? Obviously, if they're new construction in the shipyard, the engineering process and the layout of the engine room is much more intelligent. We have to not to make a firm decision to move forward on this. So the answer is yes, it's a firm take. What are the consequences if you don't have your vessel qualified one way or the other, and we'll discuss the options in a minute. You could be fined as a vessel owner. You could lose your flight safe credentials. You could have your master or chief, believe it or not, in prison. And you could have, if you have an outstanding claim with insurance underwriters for some issue on the vessel, not related to the scrubber itself, you could possibly lose the coverage based on a silly fact of maritime underwriting procedure, which would render your vessel unseaworthy in certain instances simply because you did not have a qualifying NX6 solution employed in your vessel. That could lead me to a story that I had a personal experience with. Question number 3. What is the initial cost to acquire an exhaust gas system? Now, just a minute ago, we talked about installing the system. Now, to acquire the system. It varies, again, due to the system. We looked at, going backwards, on the right-hand side, a very simple system which is based on the natural alkalinity of seawater being moved in by a set of redundant pumps going up to the scrubber system itself. The processes involved in scrubbing are actually very simple. You're taking alkaline salt water mixture, you're introducing it in one manner or another, depending on the vendor, into the scrubber itself, mixes with the exhaust gas, pulls the SO2 out into a solution, which is then in the open loop system, just pumped back over or into the sea. On the more complicated system, which is the closed loop or hybrid, that SO2 is actually contained within the system, the vessel's systems itself. It's precipitated out, it's collected in tanks, and the alkalinity that would normally be used in seawater is supplemented by NOH, introduction through chemical titration into the system. So it varies due, when we're asking the question again, what is the initial cost to acquire it? It varies due to the system selected, open loop, closed loop, hybrid, because they become more extensive, as you can say, machinery-wise. Due to the scrubber material itself, obviously the scrubber is going to be subject to acidic attack because of its actually creating a weak acid in there as it combines with the SO2 and the exhaust gas. So it's a very high stainless steel alloy that is required. There are options. Currently, some standards at the highest level are looking at SMO 254, which is a highly acidic resistant material. It is also expensive. It is hard to work. Lesser material options are available throughout the industry. They're subject to discussion between the vessel owner and the exhaust gas scrubber manufacturer. Also, to finally answer the question, to acquire a system based on open loop, closed loop, or hybrid, it can vary between around $900,000, I'm speaking U.S., to upwards of $3 million for a closed loop system with all of the support mechanics in the lower engine room. So you have to add the two numbers together, the installation cost and the acquisition cost, to get to a final number. Let's look over here for just a minute. Next question, number 4. What is the estimate, the AGS system payback time? Well, again, that depends. It will vary on the difference of the spread between heavy fuel oil and low sulfur fuel oil price. I think that many of you probably read various articles that are available to our industry where there is some attempt to predict what the forward pricing of these fuels will be 2020. I am amazed when I can read a scholarly review of this situation and find that there's a prediction that it will be a tremendously large spread and will make the justification of scrubbers very easy and the payback very short. And on the other hand, I'm reading scholarly articles that are saying that no, that is not the case, that certain things will happen and the spread will be very small, and the availability of fuel will be affected size of the engine system itself, the megawatts. In the larger vessels, say very high-powered container vessels, you're burning one heck of a lot more fuel than on smaller vessels that are moving at slower speeds. So the payback time can become very short, in the order of a year, on a large container vessel of 40 to 50 megawatts. And I'm saying that this is the fuel consumption at some price differential has a very large impact as opposed to the initial cost of acquisition or installation of the hardware that we're discussing here. Is financial assistance available is another part of the question. On scrubber vendors, on a case-by-case basis, yes, they are from various scrubber vendors, including the company that I'm representing. It's an unfortunate rule in the financial industry, however, that the companies who may need financial assistance the most would have the most difficult time in qualifying. But nonetheless, each of the vendors are prepared in this industry to work with the client to see what solution can be provided. Some large time charters, and I don't have authorization to use this name, but I know of one very large time charter that has over 650 vessels in service. They're on time charter, they're not a vessel owner, they're a vessel user, and they are very much providing assistance to select vessel owners that are currently serving them to help them along in a difficult environment where freight rates are not as high as we would like them to be in some cases. So when some very large time charter operators, they are in a position to provide assistance to you as a vessel owner. I think you can probably figure out who these people are, or they've already been talking to you. Question number 5. Is an exhaust gas system technology proven and dependable? Most all of the manufacturers and vendors of marine exhaust gas systems today have derived their technology from the stationary power industries and process industries. So the simple answer to that is, A, these are not sophisticated chemical processes at all that are worked here on the vessel, and the technology has been proven ashore for some time, and has been marinized and adopted to the marine industry, and is certainly very reliable. For those of us who have been in the tank vessel operating industry for years, you will recall the inert gas systems that on steamships, when we used to have boilers, it's been around for some time. That's a scrubbing system. It's been on marine vessels for a number of years. It's not a new idea. It's been proven to be safe, and certainly started inert gas issues that unfortunately for incidences in our industry. What are the advantages of the exhaust gas system in use of versus the use of compliant fuel? Well, there's a continued price spread of some unknown absolute value between heavy and low sulfur fuel. This will continue to derive support the use of exhaust gas scrubbers so long as that spread exists. And currently, the exhaust gas systems seem to be preferred by time charter vessel operators, even the biggest oil companies. I'm sure you can read in TradeWinds or other publications where there's a number of fixtures taking place based on the fact that the vessel owner is able to say, yes, I have the exhaust gas system commitment. Question number 6, what is the impact of the exhaust gas system on refit to my vessel? Again, that will vary. Usually vessels taken out of service for this during a special survey, so you're, again, trying to minimize the downtime on your vessel because you're coordinating with a special survey period. This implies more machinery and piping in your lower engine room, which on some vessels is easier to accommodate than others. Obviously, large bulk carriers and large tank ships have engine rooms which are generous in their spaces and easier to work with. I think probably the worst case you can imagine are cruise ships, where you have multiple engine generators running in smaller spaces. That becomes very challenging to refit. The impact to your engine room will also see larger electrical demand because of either open loop or closed loop engine room additional support fresh water will be impacted to variable degrees based on the hybrid system mostly, or the closed loop where you're adding fresh water into the system because you're not using seawater. And shared surface air and instrument air impact to a lesser degree. Also, of importance is for the naval architects in the room, your lightship will change to a certain degree, and it will depend, and let me see if I can get a slide up here for this. Let's go away here. And see what we've got. This happens to be from a particular company, but it is a matrix showing scrubber sizes ranging from 4 megawatts for total power requirements up to 40 megawatts, so it's a good ratio to take a look at. But if you move down the scale here, you'll see that the wet weight, because all of these scrubbers, no matter who's the manufacturer, have the basic steel component up in the uptakes, as well as the water that is retained during the process of scrubbing. So you'll see wet weights down here ranging from a little under 3.6 metric tons all the way to 28.8 metric tons in this particular vendor case. You put that up in the stack somewhere, it is the possibility of causing the tripping of the 2% rule on lightship, which would require a stability analysis to be done again. Also the wind profile if the scrubber is mounted outside the stack. Center gravity rule of 1% also has to be examined, possibly. Those are impacts. Some vessels, yes, others no. But it has to be included on the list. The second part of that question is presented to us: how long will a typical exhaust gas system refit take? On an open loop, which we saw the diagrams of earlier, a very simple system with regard to lower engine room components, it's up 2.5 to 3 weeks, easily fitted into any special survey increments, depending on whether it's deferred or special. On larger installations where you have a hybrid system, that can take 4 to 6 weeks. Obviously, these answers are predicated on the degree of engineering that is done before the actual system is being refit and the detail of which the engineering analysis is done. Question 7, are Annex 5 EES performance rules internationally uniform? Well, yes, they are, with one exception. Obviously, certain countries have the ECE zones where others do not, but those are well known. They're not particularly growing anymore. But the fact of the matter is, depending on if you're in ECA or in the open ocean post 2020, you're going to have to remove the SOX. So your options include, among other things, the use of exhaust gas scrubber. The rules are uniform. It's unlike ballast water management, where unfortunately, because of the U.S. Coast Guard, the EPA, the United States, there was a special testing and other performance requirements that were applied to ballast water management that does not exist in exhaust gas scrubbing system rules as of this moment. Question number 8: who must verify and approve exhaust gas systems? It's up to the exhaust gas system vendor to obtain approval in principle and then to approve the system installed on the vessel during initial sea trials to the satisfaction of the class society. It's not the vessel owner's responsibility, it's the vendor's responsibility working with class to make sure it achieves the required performance parameters, usually verified by the SO2 that is measured coming out of the stack that is within the prescribed limits. Question number 9, why work with GMTE? That's this particular vendor that I'm representing. That's a proven process in scrubber technology. It's a very basic and simple process. In the scrubber itself, using a high velocity swirling spray technology, which increases the interface between the exhaust gas itself and the alkaline mixture that is used to chemically remove the SO2. The inherent safety of the U-type, which is what this particular company presents, elimination of the potential for water backflowing to the main engine, which would be disastrous if that happened. That is a more likely possibility on inline scrubbers as opposed to U-type or peristype. A very reasonable delivery schedule, if deliveries were stretching out in the industry now that a very reasonable delivery schedule as deliveries were stretching out in the industry now that the decision-making time frame has become very short for 2020. And also the ability for manufacturing, in this case in China, at very cost-effective labor and materials situation, which helps in the overall procurement of the system. Question number 10, why are we discussing Marpol Annex 6 today? In my opinion, IMO is really looking out for our industry by preempting individual port state control addressing the same problem. Take a look back again at ballast water management, where you have the United States creating a special situation. If it were not for IMO stepping in behalf of the industry and saying we're going to present a unified front, deal with the requirements that are becoming more and more environmentally sensitive to the population in general, defending our industry, we would be faced maybe with a patchwork of rules which would be insanely difficult for us all to deal with. Second part of that question, does Annex 6 dictate the compliant solution? No, it does not. It's very generous. The vessel owner can choose to use a low sulfur distillate fuel or a blended fuel, which is a little bit problematic at the moment. Blended fuel looking something like an 85% mixture of heavy fuel, 50% of ultra low sulfur, which would produce a cost of maybe 10 to 50% lower than the distillate fuel prices of today. You can use LNG in your vessel as a fuel, or other alternates that are being discussed in the industry, such as ethane, etc. Or you can scrub the heavy fuel oil, which is this particular solution we're speaking of today. Actually, it can be a very, very difficult analysis depending on how detailed you as a vessel owner would choose to get in looking at the possible solution. Some companies, from the feedback that we get as a vendor, are simply looking at the fuel price spread and making a guessing decision over that. Others are doing a very definitive analysis of their vessel with regard to the impact that the system would or would not have, as opposed to the other options that are out there. Supplementary questions, I had 7 of those. Just tell me if I'm going over time here. The supplementary questions that came in most recently, the first one was, what is the annual chemical cost to support a hybrid or a closed loop system where you're replacing the alkalinity that would normally be available through seawater ingestion by creating a closed process? The most popular component used to create alkalinity is the sodium hydroxide. Is used in a 50% solution. The cost range at the moment around the world from anywhere at $50 to $250 a metric ton, which makes it a little difficult to say in any particular part of the world what is that today. If you take a look, for instance, let's be hypothetical, a 10 megawatt room system at 3.5% sulfur content, which is the upper limit that most rubber manufacturers will say they will deal with. You're talking about 200 liters per hour. If you drop down to 2.7% sulfur, which, by the way, in the last year's analysis was about the average sulfur content of heavy fuels around the world, you're talking about 150 liters of NaOH 50% solution per hour. And if you go down to 1%, depending on where the fuel is coming from, it's as little as 50 liters per hour to achieve a proper scrubbing solution. What is that in real terms? Taking a model of a 9,000 order megawatt power draw to run a closed or hybrid system, you're talking about as much as around numbers $950,000 a year of chemical cost. Divide that by 350 operating days, allowing for some set aside for repair and maintenance. $2,700 a day, or as much as $400 a day basis on a very large box ship cost. Sludge disposal, another question asked. Same model, 900 TBU, roughly 60 megawatt box ship, $232,000 in sludge disposal cost, divided by 350 days in a year, about 665 days, dollars per day allocated cost. Knock that down to a 10 megawatt vessel engine room power load, that becomes about $100 a day. So you can see it's not a linear relationship. Often asked question, what is the maintenance cost? Again, the model, 900,000 TBU box ship, $305,000 a year divided by 350 days, about $100 a day for a large box ship and maintenance costs and pump, mechanical seals, repacking, and other services required. At 50% of that, about $50 a day for a 10 megawatt vessel. What is the best system to use? That question has come up. In my opinion, although the open loop is very simple, with a seawater pumping system and delivering the SO2 back out of the scrubber into the ocean, seems on the surface to be the elegant, simple, low-cost solution. But if you look to the future, there are some concerns.
The ocean, that's the thing. Let's stop doing that. If you had to go to a closed loop system by virtue of future legislation coming from IMO, you better have a closed loop or elegantly a hybrid system. A hybrid system would be my answer to that question, because what it does for you is it provides the very flexible alkaline source solution for your vessel operation, either open ocean seawater, or if you're in a situation where you have fresh water or brackish water, where you're having to supplement the alkalinity through sodium hydroxide addition, you can do that. You can switch back and forth. The option also provides you, when you're in the open ocean, seawater, and save the energy associated with sodium hydroxide injections and the large power draws of other equipment there too. I'm future minded. There's a number of other questions here that are submitted after the fact. How to resolve extra load on power load on the engine room? The numbers of inquiries that come from customers receiving MCR ratings anywhere from 60% from the auxiliary engines up to, I can recall one particular vendor stating that he's looking at a system size of 100% MCR on the auxiliary engines that he has on board. Obviously, if you're only actually power draws at 60 or 65%, you've got a lot of supplementary power available to handle either open loop or more demanding closed loop or hybrid loop on your auxiliary engine systems. You can reduce the inflow resistance to the engine, optimize the power profile, modify the injection system to increase the PNEP of the engine and higher compression rate of boosting the power output of the auxiliaries. I guess the radical solution in ultra extreme cases would be having to install a larger engine generator system or an additional engine generator system. Redundancy of the system and downtime, actually, it's a very simple process when we're talking about the scrubbing systems. There's little to no moving parts outside of the mechanical pumps that are and fans that are part of the traditional engine room source supply. These are not new technology. They're very common to engine rooms all over the world. The little to no moving parts whatsoever in the scrubber tower itself. There's nothing, let's say, challenging or complex in the scrubber tower. So it is a highly reliable system, no matter which manufacturer you're talking about. predicted or what we hoped it would be. And then the other half of the industry is going to say, thank the powers that be, I made a very strategic decision and I'm able to save a lot of money and look very efficient. Only time will tell. Extra issues surrounding the switching from a heavy fuel to a distillate fuel that would affect the engine room operation. It's lower viscosity and how to deal with that, lower lubricity for the required, in some cases, new lube oil formulations, acidity, flash point change, cylinder oil compatibility, cat fines that will be either in blended fuels or distillate, a problem for the engine and silicon oxide. It's not just a simple thing to switch the fuel and say I've solved all of my problems. And I think I'll stop at that point and just say that it's a difficult analysis for the vessel owner to make. But when a decision is made based on the best available information, if it turns out to be a scrubber, that's a reliable system for the vessel to use and for the ship's crew, the engineering crew to deal with. There's nothing particularly black magic about what's happening in the scrubber system. With that, I'll stop for the moment. If there are questions, I'll do my best to deal with them or after the presentation. Yes.
I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions for him. I would like you guys to take it over during the break. We'll have a small 20 minutes break. And we'll all be back by 4:35. There is tea and snacks served outside. And for those who would like to smoke, there is a smoking area right outside. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
बच्चे मम्मी मुझको कहते, पापा भी मुझको ही कहते। पेरेंट्स डे या कोई ओकेशन, ये प्रेजेंट कभी नहीं रहते। बियों की लाइन में कट रही उम्र ये मर जानी। शिप्पी से रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी।
सौ बातें प्यारी प्यारी तू मुझसे कहती है। I know that my baby वो सब सच ही रहती है। सौ बातें प्यारी प्यारी तू मुझसे कहती है। I know that my baby वो सब सच ही रहती है। पर मेरी लाइफ है क्या शिप पर तुझको दिखा दूं। आ मेरी रानी तुझको मैं शिप की सैर करा दूं। चल मेरी रानी तुझको मैं शिप की सैर करा दूं। डेडअप होकर एफबी पे जब सेल्फी लगाती है। देख तुझे फिर डेक पे मुझे तेरी याद सताती है। सबको लगता है शिप की लाइफ बहुत ही ग्लिटरी है। एडवेंचर यहाँ कैसे कैसे सब कुछ स्लिपरी है। बियर पिला दूं। हाँ मेरी रानी तुझको मैं शिप की सैर करा दूं। चल चल मेरी रानी तुझको शिप की सैर करा दूं। तेरे मेरे बीच में लव का जो ब्रिज है हॉट एंड हैपनिंग है। रहता हूँ ब्रिज पर तन्हा तन्हा, दैट्स वेरी मैडनिंग है। तू मेरी लाइफ की लाइफ बोट है, तू ही एंकर है। शिप और रिलेशनशिप दोनों जरूरी करते, दोनों मैटर है। तुझको मैं क्वार्टर डेक पर पार्टी करा दूं। मेरी रानी तुझको मैं शिप की सैर करा दूं। चल मेरी रानी तुझको मैं शिप की सैर करा दूं। Oh my baby तुझको मैं शिप की सैर करा दूं। चल चल मेरी रानी तुझको शिप की सैर करा दूं। ऑर्डर बजा बजा के बंदा क्रेजी हो जाए। छुट्टी में घर रेस्ट करे तो बीवी लेजी बतलाए। हार्ड वर्क कर कर के मोटी सैलरी घर पे लाए। 2 बैग संग चिल करे तो बीवी को नहीं भाई। मेरे यारों सुनो शिप्पी की कहानी। मेरे यारों सुनो हाँ मेरी कहानी। शिप और रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी। शिप और रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी। फंस गई रे।
पिक्चर देखने जाऊं, थोड़ी शॉपिंग भी कर आऊं। ऐसे स्वीट लिटिल से सपने मैं मन में रोज सजाऊं। पर आते ही फिर दे ये खुशियों पे पानी। शिप इस रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी।
मैं लहरों से टकराऊं, तूफानों को सह जाऊं। सी सिकनेस को भी मैं तो मार के दूर भगाऊं। मेरी टेंशन समझ थोड़ा मैनेज कर रानी। शिप और रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी। शिप और रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी।
बच्चे मम्मी मुझको कहते, पापा भी मुझको ही कहते। पेरेंट्स
हार्ड वर्क करता हूँ मैं, ये जो घर गाड़ी सब कुछ है क्योंकि खूब सारा कमाऊं मैं। छोड़ सब कंप्लेंट्स, चलता हूँ डिनर पे महारानी। शिप और रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी, शिप और रिलेशनशिप में कट रही जवानी, शिप और रिलेशनशिप में कट रही जवानी, शिप और रिलेशनशिप में कट जाएगी जवानी।
सपनों में तू, लफ्जों में तू, मेरे नगमों में तू, लम्हों में तू, मेरे सपनों में तू। दुनिया मेरी है वही तू है जहां, तू है वही जिसको दिल ये दिया, जिससे प्यार किया। ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान। तू है वही, जीना है जिसके लिए, मरना है जिसके लिए। ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान। हर एक मंजर तू है, इश्क समंदर तू है। लहराए तेरी मौजों में मेरा दिल, आँखों में नींद में तू है, हर उम्मीद में तू है। मेरी हर एक दुआ में तू शामिल, तू है वही जिसके सजदे किए, जिसकी इबादत की। ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान। तड़प है, तू ही जुनून मेरा है। तपती धूप में तू रिमझिम सावन, तू ही करार मेरा है, तू इंतजार मेरा है। खोया तेरी धुन में मेरा मन, तू है वही चलती है जिसके लिए मेरी धड़कन सांसें। ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान। तू है वही, जीना है जिसके लिए, मरना है जिसके लिए। ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान। दिया घर से दूर लहरों की राहों में लौट के आऊंगा फिर तेरी बाहों में। थोड़ा इंतजार होगा दिल ये बेकरार होगा, फिर एक होंगे हम तुम खुशियों की पनाहों में। यारों का साथ है यहाँ सब ठाठ है, पर माँ के हाथों की रोटी आती बड़ी याद है। ये समंदर पे चलना बड़ा बेमिसाल है, पर वो संग लॉन्ग ड्राइव उसकी अपनी बात है। थोड़ा इंतजार होगा दिल ये बेकरार होगा, फिर एक होंगे हम तुम खुशियों की पनाहों में। मेरी खुशकिस्मती मेरी दो जिंदगी, धरती का आंचल भी और सागर की बंदगी। एक तरफ शिप मेरा रिलेशनशिप वहाँ, दोनों के लिए बराबर मेरी ये तृष्णगी। थोड़ा इंतजार होगा दिल ये बेकरार होगा, फिर एक होंगे हम तुम खुशियों की पनाहों में। चल दिया तुझसे दूर अपने घर की राहों में, लौट के आऊंगा फिर तेरी बाहों में। थोड़ा इंतजार होगा दिल ये बेकरार होगा, फिर एक होंगे हम तुम लहरों की पनाहों में। चल दिया राहों में लौट के
ऑर्डर बजा बजा के बंदा क्रेजी हो जाए, छुट्टी में घर रेस्ट करे तो बीवी बीवी लेजी बतलाए, हार्ड वर्क कर करके मोटी सैलरी घर पे लाए, 2 बैग संग चिल करे तो बीवी को नहीं भाई। मेरे यारों सुनो शिप्पी की कहानी, मेरे यारों सुनो हाँ मेरी कहानी। शिप और रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी, शिप और रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी, फंस गई रे।
देखने जाऊं, थोड़ी शॉपिंग भी कर आऊं, ऐसे स्वीट लिटिल से सपने मैं मन में रोज सजाऊं, पर आते ही फेर दे ये खुशियों पे पानी। शिप इस रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी।
मैं लहरों से टकराऊं, तूफानों को सह जाऊं, सी सिकनेस को भी मैं तो मार के दूर भगाऊं। मेरी टेंशन समझ थोड़ा मैनेज कर रानी, शिप और रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी, शिप और रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी।
बच्चे मम्मी मुझको कहते, पापा भी मुझको ही कहते, पेरेंट्स डे या कोई ओकेशन ये प्रेजेंट कभी नहीं रहते। बिलों की लाइन में कट रही उम्र ये मर जानी, शिप से रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी।
अर्ली मॉर्निंग को उठता हूँ मैं, शिप पे हार्ड वर्क करता हूँ मैं, ये जो घर गाड़ी सब कुछ है क्योंकि खूब सारा कमाऊं मैं, छोड़ सब कंप्लेन्स चले चलता हूँ डिनर पे महारानी। शिप और रिलेशनशिप में फंस गई जवानी, शिप और रिलेशनशिप में कट रही जवानी, शिप और रिलेशनशिप में कट रही जवानी, शिप और रिलेशनशिप में कट जाएगी जवानी।
सपनों में तू, लफ्जों में तू, मेरे नगमों में तू, लम्हों में तू, मेरे सपनों में तू, दुनिया मेरी है वही तू है जहां। तू है वही जिसको दिल ये दिया, जिससे प्यार किया, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान। तू है वही जीना है जिसके लिए, मरना है जिसके लिए, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान। हर एक मंजर तू है, इश्क समंदर तू है, बाहों में नींद में तू है, हर उम्मीद में तू है, मेरी हर एक दुआ में तू शामिल। तू है वही जिसके सजदे किए, जिसकी इबादत की, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान। तू ही मेरी तड़प है, तू ही जुनून मेरा है, तपती धूप में तू रिमझिम सावन, तू ही करार मेरा है, तू इंतजार मेरा है, खोया तेरी धुन में मेरा मन। तू है वही चलती है जिसके लिए मेरी धड़कन सांसें, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान। तू है वही जीना है जिसके लिए, मरना है जिसके लिए, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान, ओ मेहरबान।
चल दिया घर से दूर लहरों की राहों में, लौट के आऊंगा फिर तेरी बाहों में। थोड़ा इंतजार होगा, दिल ये बेकरार होगा, फिर एक होंगे हम तुम खुशियों की पनाहों में। यारों का साथ है यहाँ सब ठाठ है, पर माँ के हाथों की रोटी आती बड़ी याद है। समंदर पे चलना बड़ा बेमिसाल है, पर वो संग लॉन्ग ड्राइव उसकी अपनी बात है। थोड़ा इंतजार होगा, दिल ये बेकरार होगा, फिर एक होंगे हम तुम खुशियों की पनाह में। मेरी खुशकिस्मती मेरी दो जिंदगी, धरती का आंचल भी और सागर की बंदगी। एक तरफ शिप मेरा रिलेशनशिप, वहाँ दोनों के लिए बराबर मेरी ये तृष्णगी। थोड़ा इंतजार होगा, दिल ये बेकरार होगा, फिर एक होंगे हम तुम खुशियों की पनाहों में। चल दिया तुझसे दूर अपने घर की।
So as mentioned, my name is Christopher Elba from a company called Napa, which is a Finnish software company. First of the questions addressed to us, what is Napa and how it's different from the other software companies in this industry. And I start by that first of all, as a software company, we are a very old software company, almost 30 years old. So not many software companies are this old. So we have a long history on developing software for shipping industry. We started from ship design software already in the mid-70s, and it became kind of industry standard, and today about 95% of the new buildings, the initial design is done with our software. And today we are owned 100% by Class NB Classification Society from Japan. We are still an independent company, but the ownership is covered with Class NB. And how we are different from the other vendors in this field. We have 3 product lines that support each other. So as mentioned, we have design, for hull design, lines drawing, stability calculation, loaded condition, structural design. safety, including loading computers, emergency computers, electronic logbook. I'm going to talk a little bit about electronic logbook as well today. And then the product line called Shipping Solutions from Vera. And in Shipping Solutions, we concentrate on performance of the vessel, fuel performance, monitoring that, analyzing and optimizing that as much as possible. And the unique one in our company is definitely that we have this connection between the design and operations. So we get a lot of information about how the vessel behaves already from the initial design phase of ship hull. And other way around, with operational data, we can help the designers to design better ships in the future. So we know in which conditions the vessels are actually operating and how they are actually performing in different conditions, which is difficult to know in design phase otherwise. The next question for us was why ship data and the analysis matter? Why should you do that? We have certain key drivers here. Economic drivers, challenging shipping market, increasing fuel price. We have recent years we have had luxury of very low fuel prices, but now we see that these are going up again, and this will of course increase the concern about how much fuel will be consumed for the vessel. We have identified some inefficiencies in ship management and operation. These can be quantified with data and data analysis. Then we have certain regulatory drivers. CO2 emissions are coming more and more into concern. In Europe, we have the reporting mechanism called UMR. All ships calling the European ports have to report their CO2 emissions for the voices. We have SCDMP. It also includes some measures mentioning that you should look what kind of performance you're actually doing and make a plan how to improve. IMO DPS is coming very soon. With similar mechanisms of the UMR, so also putting pressure on the reporting the data from the vessel. Then we have ocean-related measures like MARPOL, regulated knowledge management, SOX and NOx will be, well, as we heard yesterday, SOX is coming 2024 all fuel, and NOx might be that nowadays NEPA area will transfer to NEPA area. And naturally, safety of the ship. This might include also or benefit from data collection and data analysis. Then from that, data-driven analysis and control of the ship and fleet. So you can obtain visibility, understanding of ship operation and performance. You can monitor on board and shoreside what is happening, how the vessel is performing, how much fuel the vessel is consuming, if it is consuming more than predicted, why is it consuming more than predicted, what to do in order to change that. Intelligence, getting better knowledge and insight about how your fleet and ships are performing. So having a accurate and solid follow-up of ship or fleet. Efficiency, better control over voyages and ship and fleet management operation. So we can prove that we can obtain fuel savings by optimized operation that are very much supported by data and analysis. Then we have identity diseases on ship maintenance, energy saving device applications. So
we have improved value of money, time, and data. Then we have a question, can I integrate signal from other equipment such as automation system or computer, or any restrictions? Not much restrictions, pretty much everything can be integrated with data collection systems. The minimum requirements, the navigational signals like GPS and computer gyro are minimum concept of the chat is pretty useful. Just for its performance calculations very useful and useful effective. But we have possibilities to connect also to several other systems on board the vessel. I'll get one example that we from a certain vessel having almost 500 different signals being recorded. Then about the data quality, we got a question, how we can confirm the data receipt from the ship is accurate. Because it comes in, then it comes out, so it's made of cross-reference. So what we do, we have automatic mechanisms to monitor, first of all, that all the signals that we collect are received continuously. So if there are gaps, we identify those and can notify whoever posts the data that there are now some gaps coming and we should do something about that. Then second step, we identify outliers in the data if they are exceeding certain activities and cross-reference is possible to do. For example, we know that if the vessel has a certain RPM, usually has to have some level of speed to water, fuel consumption, and we can, based on these cross-references, also identify some of the sensors are giving false values. One known issue on board the vessel is that people data quality have analyzed quite a lot. Basically, we find out that most of the cases that measurement from the seawall is varying based on the water temperature. So this is something that we can in our analysis take into account and correct that to a certain benchmark level. Then we've got a question, what kind of services we can provide for this data analysis and utilization of the data. So if we start from solution what we call fleet intelligence, that's a solution where no installation of what I call is needed. So there we rely on AIS data, weather database, known main dimensions of the vessel, the entry power, the public information, and based on that you can already create some level good performance model of the vessel and monitor the efficiency of the work it executed. But of course, better quality result we get if you get some information from the vessel. We have there some grades, we have some level of utilizing manual collected data like our logbook, doing reports, some third-party systems collecting manual data. But the best quality comes with automatic quality agreement data. We have our own system for Plus and Green that is capable of doing that. And we are doing cooperation with other vendors handling this data collection very well. For example, that is really excellent doing that. ready to work on any data. So just give us the data and we will analyze it for you. So once we can provide sheet performance analysis, data processing, validation, business intelligence, performance model creation, dynamic performance model, I will talk to you more about that later on. Benchmarking of sheet reads, comparison on different levels, business situations, same vessel, do we define what is better earlier than today, open different fleets, basically all this is possible. And the biggest benefit we can get is what we call voice optimization. So this data can be utilized for making our prediction model of the ship, predicting how the vessel is behaving in different environmental conditions. And based on that, we can calculate the optimized speed and route for the upcoming voyage. Take into account the weather and current forecast. So that's where then why we can get the biggest savings. We'll be more details about performance analysis. We can automatically create voice reports, performance and voice data available at the office, big performance monitoring, benchmarking, analyzing, and research the best for creating custom reports. And as mentioned, we can do this based on various data sources, like our in-house data development system, others, in-house third-party systems, as mentioned here, sheet data center, MRV reports, mood reports, those kind of data. So we are very flexible. And here we have one example of our analysis. This is the analyzed data from LNG carrier. What we see here is the but anyway, on the top part of the screen, you have what we call our performance index. And that is basically telling you how much extra power and fuel you consume compared to the best possible level. This is very typical that in the longer time range, the hull gets fouled or gets warm, gets some scratches, and it starts to require more energy than the fuel. And we have there, you can see there are listed some maintenance defects for the vessel, so they have had hull cleaning and dry docking. You can see that the performance improved right after those. But with this vessel, they had some issues, so it took quite long before they got back to really good level. And another interesting part here is the speed power curves. We can provide all speed fuel consumption curves. So this is all based on the data process from vessel to create the baseline for different conditions, different craft, different weather conditions. And the benefit of knowing this is that, for example, you're chartering out your vessel. You need to negotiate about the performance of the charter contract. If you know accurately how much the vessel is going to need for weather, much better position for you to negotiate about the performance. And you know the current situation and also the historical values. And on top of that, we know how much energy is consumed for different kinds of techniques. More here. So the next part here is how much energy is going for the decreased hull condition. Next one is shallow water effect. basically based on this information, it's possible to calculate the benefit of, for example, half fuel and propeller cleaning. So it's quite straightforward problem. You have certain level of extra power. Easily calculated if the benefits are to be the whole possibility and also private. The next question was how do we calculate and analyze the sheet data collected. For this purpose, we have done a lot of development. We had to make some changes in our core competencies. We used to be a company that had all the data, so we started this analysis. We know that, okay, data handling is a special skill, so we have nowadays team of data scientists. It's a special skill, so we have nowadays team of data scientists helping us on analyzing this data. We developed something that we call dynamic performance model. So it's automatic analysis based on the collected data. So if you look at the left-hand side diagram, we have there the blue dots, which is the raw data set. We treat that already usually by filtering some of the outliers, and after that we run statistical analysis, finding the correlations between different conditions, different measurement points, and with this statistical analysis, we are able to normalize the measurement points to certain reference conditions, to zero weather conditions or for Bofors or any condition, and to any draft. And based on that, we can create this setup that we saw in the previous picture. So we are basically taking into account all the external conditions that affected the power measurements and performance, like wave, winds, currents, shallow water, ship condition, and so on. Okay, then we got a question: can we provide intelligence analysis which uses machine learning and artificial intelligence to derive meaningful decisions to control cost saving in fuel and management? Please describe. So long question. Short answer is yes. We use machine learning. Here is a small example of that. We have the red and blue line, and the blue line is for certain bulk carrier measured propulsion power, and the red one is prediction from our model. So the first step, we had 300 measurement points. You can see that there is quite a big difference, especially when the power need has been higher. In the lower level, it has already been quite low. Then we increase the amount of measurements. The lines are getting closer and closer until we reach very good level. Typically, we reach something from 98 to 99% accuracy on this prediction. And yes, this is handled by machine learning algorithms nowadays. Okay, next question was, is data received by NAPA only for monitoring or also can give a decision for control? Not only for monitoring, we also give decision support. It's maybe control is the wrong word, but at least we give advice for the operators how to operate the vessel in order to minimize the fuel consumption. So one example is hull resistant and power buildup
remove better factor and performance, and based on that we can give advice if it's smart to do a cleaning or not. We can utilize weather and sea current routing for voyage execution and planning. This is very concrete advice for the ship crew. We give coordinates, we give speed profile for the coming voyage, and by following that we can make more effective voyages in a given time frame. And one additional feature we can provide is stream optimization. So this advisory tool, we call it voice optimization. We are just launching a new version end of this year. So it's a cloud-based voice planning support with accurate ship-specific performance model with a self-learning prediction model. And here you can see one example of a Pacific crossing with 3 different alternatives. Of course, depending on the fuel consumption of the vessel and the size of the vessel and the rate, just to give you some kind of idea what is possible. And then the next question was about the data sources. How can we relate automated signals with, for example, logbook data? I'll go through now some examples on our different solution about what can we do with different data sources. We have a FLAG-approved electronic logbook solution, approved in more than 22 flag states nowadays, used on more than 300 vessels. And there we can utilize manual information, information from automation, automatic creation of entries, from other logbook entries. So several different data sources. And next question was how to avoid duplication of work or data input. When we are doing automatic data collection, this is not a very big issue, but in manual data collection it clearly is, and our electronic logbook solution is designed for avoiding this kind of situation. The system is set up so that you should certain information that is needed, for example, in different logbook, like the logbook, any logbook, and some other logbooks, you put it only once there and then basically copy the information for the other logbooks. So that original has to go on and then use it for other purposes. And for this we have pretty good feedback. Especially the deck officers really like the system because it saves a lot
slightly different data sources we can utilize. We have a purely AI database solution where we can retrospectively analyze all the vessels into works, all the worksheets, how efficiently those have been executed. So there we have AI data from all of the vessels, weather database, so we have a database of historical weather and today's weather. We have shelf data, and then our slide, which is basically how we have created performance for all of these vessels. We have now 55,000 performance ship-specific performance model based on our know-how on these topics. So here's an example of this kind of waste efficiency report. So we have certain vessels, certain waste, and based on the reported arrival time and weather conditions, we can use a KPI called operational efficiency that basically tells you how much in theoretical condition you would have saved fuel. And also from there, you can make some assumptions about the water quality. User there showing 81% loading condition. And naturally, the service is using body weight and so on. So this solution, if we take a step forward, we can supplement all this new report information. Then we get one level more interesting information. We can distribute how much fuel was consumed based on weather conditions. So we have there this one bar with the service color black and red. So the service color means what would have been the ideal condition consumption. The black part is how much it consumed based on the weather, and the red part is how much it consumed based on the hull condition. So if we have only the new reports, we are already able to quantify how much the hull volume is increasing the full fuel consumption. Then there was a question how many customers using our service. So we have about 360 vessels nowadays that having our system installed for about 8 years. The remaining questions I did not answer yet. Any restrictions from ship size or size? What are the requirements of service? No big restrictions. Conventional vessels are maybe base powered, but we have all of cruise vessels in service. We have very maybe offshore is maybe big vessel in that sense, and for purpose analysis, so different kind of operational profile. At the moment not covered completely. And then the last question was that what if my ship doesn't have forward sensor equipment? Well, we can always do something. Ship has a minimum requirement for certain equipment, like navigational signals from those, and for example from RPM signal that is quite standard. We can already start for evaluations. And the best case is you can plug data by some high-frequency data collection system, but you can get started already with the source. But you can get started already to all others. We are flexible to all levels of data collection and sensory on board. Okay, these were all questions we got. We don't have any more.
My question is, what is the minimum sensor required? Because I believe that if you do not have a proper KPI, then you cannot get a proper analysis. So certain minimum mandatory sensor is needed. What is your opinion?
I had it pretty much listed here previously. So we start with navigational signals, GPS, anemometer, gyro. That you should have anyway. I think you can't even say without those signals supporting. That's where we start. Then if we have RPM, we have already connection to how much, what the engine is doing. So that's maybe the most minimum step we need. But then if you actually have a torque sensor, then you can get already extremely accurate analysis. And if you add up 4 meters, then you can connect the power consumption with the fuel consumption. So gradually.
You had shown the AIS tracking.
Yeah.
How did you manage to get this Pacific Ocean AIS fixes? Were you using Exact Earth or something, or some SAT AIS to give you the data? How did you get that?
We are buying this AIS data from what satellite AIS data providers, and supplementing that with the landside station information. So it's a profile data set from satellites and land station.
No, but in the middle of the ocean.
Satellites.
So that's extra cost. Because that's not free.
Yeah, but we take care of buying that, so you can subscribe only for the increase of
The other problem is, can I?
Yeah.
When you're using SAT AIS, your antenna has to be pointed upwards. So we have to buy separate equipment so that you can pick up the data or something?
No, only we have benchmarked quite a lot of this satellite AIS data, and we haven't seen such issues. Of course, the density of the satellite AIS data is much less than with the land stations, but it's still in a level that's useful. They are now all the time launching new satellites to capture this data. So typically in the middle of the ocean, we get 1 data point per hour. When close to a land station, it can be even 4 data points per hour. So, but it's already enough so that we can carry out this kind of analysis.
Thanks, thank you.
So now we'll right. Can we just continue the question answers within the cocktail, so that we can be so we'll quickly move on to the next topic. Thank you, Rizwan. So moving on, the next topic now, since we have already known about the data analysis, the next topic which we are going to talk about is the data transfer, how we are going to get the data from Shipusho. And we have got a lot of questions, relevant questions, important questions. So to answer those questions, we have Hans Ottesen from Denmark. He is the CEO from Danelec Marine, and he'll be here to answer all the questions which were posted on the links. So I would like to invite Hans to take over from here. And meanwhile, our colleagues, they will distribute some giveaways from Danelec as well. So, yeah.
Thank you very much for allowing me to be here to present to you. My name is Hans Ottersen and I come from the company Benelux. Some of you know Benelux, some of you may not. So I'll just give a So just very briefly about Danelec Marine. So we're a Danish company. We were established more than 20 years ago, and we've been relatively fast growing. We have a very high emphasis on R&D, and our focus areas is VDR, where we've sold more than 6,000 over the years. One of our big customers is Maersk. We have a huge service network, 600 plus technicians across the world, and are also OEM suppliers to numerous other companies such as Transys, Raytheon, Sperry, and so forth. VDR is really our primary business, but we also heavily involved besides this in what we can call remote management solutions, which is very much related to capturing data, which you know a lot about because of the VDR, but of course also transferring to shore. So what we have today is two things. They're interrelated, but some of the questions are related to VDRs, and I'll just run very quickly through them. One is, what has been the main changes in VDR regulation? Can VDR data be more proactively used? We already got that question in the break, so it's very relevant, of course. What are the main reasons for why cost of maintaining a VDR varies so much? How can VDR data be more easily retrieved? What's the maximum depth from which a VDR capsule can be retrieved? And can VDR save the data? Yeah, this one's related. We're going into detail on it. And then there's a lot of questions related to the remote data access, so the ship to shore, shore to ship data access. So the questions of what are the options to efficiently collect data from the ships and to shore? The main application areas for vessel remote data, so how can you really use the data? Good question whether maritime industry, where it stands related to or in comparison with other industries with respects to implementing IoT, Internet of Things. Can VDR data be used to carry out remote maintenance service? What are the cost benefit of implementing a remote access solutions or IoT? Cybersecurity considerations, threat of cyber attack, remote annual surveys on the VDR. It's also a very good question. And insurance of correct data received from shore. Finally, what are the options to remote download of VDR data? So a lot of different questions. So I'll try to answer them as efficiently, as shortly as possible. So here we go. So the first question is, what have been the main changes in VDR regulation over time, and what can be expected in terms of future regulations? So the latest regulation in VDR came into force in 1st of July 2014. So there was a new regulation taking place which impacted all the new VDR installations. So it means that all new builds having a VDR installed, or all existing vessels currently with a VDR installed and having that VDR replaced need to comply with the new VDR regulation. Whereas the SVDRs, simplified VDRs, that regulation has not been changed. So an SVDR is still an SVDR, no changes as such. But there have been some new, I would say, interesting changes in the VDR regulation which came into force 1st of July 2014. And what you see here is what you have. First of all, these are the sensors which you need to record. If you look at the previous regulation, you will see that the main differences here are that areas did not have to be recorded on the previous regulation. And then you will see at the bottom that you also need now to record a second radar. So before it was just one radar, now it's two radars, and also two eclipses. So there are a lot of images being recorded into a VDR. You can imagine that some of the type of data which really consume capacity, that is images. So I would say VDR today is under heavy pressure as opposed to previously. So of course the design and so forth has to be much more robust. And if you want to compare the SVDR, then you'll see here it's just the top sensors. So VDR really records significantly more data than the SVDR and the previous, I would say, also regulation. There are also some other very important changes in the VDR regulation, which I would say many are not necessarily familiar about. One is that the old regulation you have fixed capsule, which would look like this, and you also have one on your table, just slightly smaller. In the new regulation, it's required that the fixed capsule can record up to, or can record a minimum of 48 hours. So it has to have 48 hours of memory, so it's continuously contained the latest 48 hours. Whereas in the old VDR standard, it was only 12 hours. So this is 4 times more. Then there has to be a flow-free capsule as well, recorded again 48 hours, whereas in the previous one it was not mandatory. Some flag states required it instead of a fixed capsule, but in general it wasn't applied. And then I think very importantly, in the main unit, so in the main computer of the VDR, In the new regulation, it is required that that can record 30 days. 30 days. And it's a non-removable data. So whereas you know from the old one you had a USB stick or something else, you would save the data, you would go find the USB, you would take it out. The new regulation is completely different. You don't have to remove anything. It just records, it stays there, and cannot be removed. You can go on board and you can retrieve the data, but that's it. It cannot be removed and taken with it. So it's very, very different. There's no autosave. If the vessel sinks, the data will be in the capsule anyway. So the captain doesn't have to really worry about anything in that sense. Whereas in the old one, you had 12 hours, you had a number of incidents where you could push and say safe, so it would be safe for a certain period of time if there was something. But now, since you have the 30 days, there's no need for this. 30 days should be more than enough if there's an incident and the vessel does not sink or very much. And then in terms of the user interface, what you see here at the bottom is that you see the old user interface on the left and the new user interface to the right. In the new one, there's first of all, there are no alarms, because there's so many alarms on the ship that everybody gets confused. So there's only alerts, no visible or no audible alarms. And then very importantly, there's what's called an operational performance test. So on board the vessel, the crew then need to perform an operational performance test on a regular basis, typically once a week. And what happens is that they run the VDR and there's a self-check, and then it will give them information if anything is not working correctly, if sensor is not connected or anything else is out of order. So it's a self-check on the bridge, on the vessel every week. That's new from the old regulation, where you have to save an incident, and by the way, you can check if the VDR was working. Now you can through the operational performance test. And if you're talking about operational performance test, you would say it's almost a little bit like the pre-APT, because there will be a question later if you can do a remote APT. But it's a little bit related, so I'd like to keep that operational performance test in mind. And then, in terms of what can be expected in terms of new future regulations. And I will actually jump back and I'll jump 5 years back. Because 5 years ago, the OCIMF, they made a paper to IMO, which they submitted a paper called Proactive Use of Voyage Data Recording Information. And that had a recommendation, one, that the data on board would be, from the VDR, would be routinely transmitted to shore, except for the buoys and for the radar, because that's very large files. And the rest of the data can be routinely transmitted to shore because it's a very, very small amount of data if you compress it and do it correctly. So that was recommendation number 1. Recommendation number 2 was to also analyze the data against operator established standards. So that it would be, for instance, if depth on the keel was too low, maximum rate of turn of the rudder angle was was very high at the same time as full speed, etc., etc., etc. It would typically indicate that something was wrong. Maybe that there was a near miss or something like that, even if there wasn't an accident. And thirdly, that if any of these things happened, an event would be provided. Now, none of these things are in the regulation today. And 5 years ago, I would say the general technology did not really allow for this. Today it's completely different. The technology today is there. We can do this today. Today there's no problem at all. But 5 years ago it wasn't. But it's still not in the regulation. Will it come? Certainly. When? Can't say. Another thing which you will see coming, but which will be a little different, is recording of more data, because there are more and more requirements, let's say more and more activities in terms of autonomous shipping. And that will not necessarily be 100%, but it will be a little bit. But that will also pose new requirements in terms of what is recorded and the rest. So I think we'll also see some changes there. Next question is, we have a variety of VDRs in our fleet. Quite a few of those have high annual maintenance costs, and others have not. What are the main reasons cost varies so much compared to the type of VDR? And there's not one simple answer, but I've tried to structure it a little bit on it. Say, if you look at the total cost of a VDR, so if you take the total cost of ownership, so to speak, and if you assume that the lifetime is 10 years, and if you assume that it breaks down every 5 years, for whatever reason, let's make that assumption. Then you will have a picture looking like that. So you will have these different elements to take into consideration. The price of the equipment, you will have how long does it last, or the installation cost, of course, which is related to how's the service network of that particular company. How long does the equipment last? Does it last 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and how often does it break down, and what does it cost to break it down? These are the primary things. Now, where you see the major, once the VDR is installed, where you see the major cost is if the product is no longer supported. You find that many products today face difficulties to be supported after end of life. We guarantee that we can service the product minimum 10 years after end of life, and in reality we do it for 15. The first product we discontinued was in 2007, and it's been maintained. And we'll do that for at least another 5 years. But you see that many companies, with their new regulations, etc., they leave the product category, they don't invest anymore, and they cannot maintain all the parts. And then it becomes very expensive. You cannot get service, and you cannot get parts. So if you have a VDR with, let's say, without a very extensive service network, and without a service policy where they guarantee that the service the parts for a long time, then it is expensive. The other part is once it breaks down, if you look at the electronics, how fast can you repair it? It can be very unpredictable. And especially a VDR, it's a fairly complex piece of equipment. And I'd just like to show you the 8 ways to go about it, which we've done. This is the main unit of a VDR. When this breaks down, nobody knows how. It will break down at some point. It's unavoidable. It will break down. So let's say after 8 years, 12 years, or whatever, it breaks down. Now, nobody knows how long it will take to repair. But the point here, or the objective is that on board the vessel, you fix it as quickly as possible, and you do it at a fixed price. So what we have done is we've made a technology where we can remove the software from the VDR, from the main unit, and then each service company we have as an authorized partner, they're obliged to carry a spare unit of this, a swap unit. So they have a swap unit, they come on board, they take a swap unit, they take the 41 out, they replace it within 1 day and a half. They replace the card, put in the plugs again, turn it on, check it works, and then leave. That can be done within an hour. So that doesn't mean it's repaired, but it means that the problem is fixed on board the vessel. The faulty part goes back to us, the factory, and we have all the time in the world to fix it. And everything is on a fixed price. And that reduces the ongoing repair costs significantly. So these are some of the, let's say, main elements why sometimes you see crazy costs, no spare parts available, no service technicians available, or in terms of repair, it will take a very long time. We've tried really to make that, of course. And there's a question of how can the data be more easily retrieved. The purpose of a VDR is to collect and save data in case of an incident. We've had cases where it turned out to be very difficult to retrieve the data from a VDR on a vessel, and even some cases where the data from the time of the incident was not available in the VDR. What measures can be taken to improve data access and availability? So there are 3. One is, as we spoke about before, the operational performance test on the new VDRs. So that means the crew themselves, they can check if the VDR works. Second one is that you can make it very easy for the crew to download data. For instance, we have an option where you can, on the bridge panel, bridge control panel, the crew can go in the menu, select, and then they can download the latest hours of data to a USB. Extremely easy. and then they have it. Or you can have a remote data download option. So this is our option here. You'll see that will be the software you see from the shore side if you have a remote access solution, and then you can download the data. So these are the main options. Then we have a question of how deep can a vessel actually sink before the data into the yard.
Another application, if you are continuously sending data samples to shore, that will allow you, dashboard that will allow you to really look and analyze those data and improve. You determine the time, you can say that an hour, a day, a month, a year, whatever. You can see the sensors are working, you can see the behavior of the vessel, and say you want to output greater than dashboard is the rate of turn compared to speed or something. If you find any anomalies there, you can go to check them. So I would say this is it's really a very powerful tool. Then we have options where you can analyze as store earlier. You can use the data, integrate with Outlook, you know the data, fix it, and using that platform. Either for our office or if you really want to do more advanced performance analysis in terms of saving fuel, Our next question is, how is the maritime industry competing with other industries in terms of implementing that IoT? That actually, I don't know if you read it, but they made recently a very interesting analysis on this topic. How is IoT being adapted in the maritime industry? Now, my conclusion is, independent from all this, that the maritime industry is definitely high. And if you really look at it, you would say that only a minority of all the potential data sensors which could be collected and analyzed are actually collected and sensitive. You have some very, very like marine traffic, yes. You have the AIS, you can see that vessel is positioned. But most vessels, or many vessels, they have a very, very limited amount of data. And why? Because storage is not possible in prostitution management. Then I would also say that data analysis is not strongly implemented in many companies. It's very basic work. But I think there is an opportunity. You see that really IoT and data analytics is really going to be very, very high on the agenda for many companies. For most, is the number of top on their agenda. The chairman of the board of Maersk always used to be somebody with a maritime background. That changed 2 years ago. The chairman of the board of Maersk, he was the CEO of SAP. The reason he was chosen was he doesn't know much about maritime, but he knows more about this organization and how it is working. And they did a tremendous project in that sense. And I also see the other companies who have really getting high on the agenda. And once that happens, all the other companies will need to follow all the way around. Like, it's usually very remote maintenance services. Which equipment are you able to help? And let's say, yes, you can. Analysis of sensors connected to the EDR, so we can use this free ABC option. Or alternatively, if you wanted the sensors. And that's also an option. And it's a very simple one. Just having sensors monitoring you immediately see what's on. What are the costs and benefits of implementing maritime IoT storage and ship to shore data access? You can use the four answers to specific examples. I'll try to do my best. What you get out of data is very difficult. I can tell you as the example cost for a very, very basic average basic installation. You have a little bit of hardware, 2,000 with installation, and then you have damage to that amount. Maybe have a day. You have some ongoing service, data hosting. Benefits, let's say you have 5%, 3%. If you're able to achieve that, that's €100,000. Safety is a general understanding that you have about, for each accident, you have about 20 minutes. Many of those are never discovered and reported in the AI. So how many accidents can you avoid? And that's what the benefit of that. in cases where we have this monitoring of the sensors that show the fault. The sensors on, it was sensors on the warranty, was actually a new book in this case. And we put on our equipment and we couldn't understand why it did work. It worked in general, but it worked in some places. And it turned out that the sensors were working at all. That's how we found out that in fact it was on the warranty. So it's also a way to make sure it gets in some while it's in the To what extent should cybersecurity be taken into consideration when establishing maritime IoT and ship to shore data access? I would say it's not an easy answer to the question to answer. I would say, first of all, the vessel and in-house IT structures should be very managed, just like we do in every other. They have no obligation. Having said that, I think the manufacturer should have their own cybersecurity policy, and it should be very, very clear and transparent whatever it is. If you're interested in seeing one, we have one, we have a white paper on this, which is available from our website, so you can download it. It's very clear it explains how we do it. I would have to explain in more detail, but I think it takes too much time. And then I would say another thing is that one of the, in this particular context, what we do is that when we do remote access, we never touch the video. That was also the question. We never touch the video. All the data from the video flows into this. So this serves as a proxy server and a firewall. All the data flows into this. So this is the one that communicates with the insurance side, not the video. So the video is completely protected. All the data flows in here. And then this one communicates with the insurance. That's a big difference. Remember, we completely protect the video. This is the one communicating. Is the threat of a cyber attack or a cyber disruption to the VDR system if the shipping company requests the VDR data to be copied into the hard disk and the contents of the hard disk is converted to the office at second level? And I will just repeat what I just said. No, because remote access to the VDR can only take place through the VDR connect. Hardware monitor, this one, that's the one. So the VDR data is sent to this one. That's in the case. Is it possible to have remote manual survey on video? It's a very interesting question. Do ship officers, board officers require specialized training in case they need to develop competencies and do an annual survey, training, taking an annual survey certificate? And I would say we can do remotely, we can do a so-called field. We can check all the software, the sensors working, the setup correctly, and your arms, orders, and so forth. So that you can check so we will fix the process. What we cannot do is the physical inspection, because we also need a physical inspection of the video. So we need authorized technicians to get involved, we need to check everything is okay, maybe we need to replace batteries or beacons. We also need special, very expensive measurement equipment, which practical terms doesn't make it very efficient if we ship that by themselves. So we must know. So the hard thing we can be done, yes, will be done. Also ensure that the data, the show data received contain the right information. Then the alarm produced from the data to make it more meaningful. I would say data has the same quality as in the video. So we call signals calibrated, decoded, verified, etc. So far, so good. If you have a lack of sensor input, it will produce an alert. If you have a sense of inaccuracy, the GPS is showing the vessel here from there to 60 meters away. It's very difficult. Some VDRs have the limitation of only being able to back up once. The technology now available is to allow remote auditing of navigational components by downloading data remotely, and present systems can operate as well remote. This then connects basic remote server, and the remote management tool, which is software installed short. It's backwards compatible with all the standard VMs, not with all the plans. All standard VMs basically installed. So if you happen to have a standard VM, you can install one of those. It's compatible to either the first or the next. So that was 16 questions and some answers. I hope it answered all of us. So any more questions about them, I don't know.
Thank you very much, Hans. Any questions?
Why do always data downloaded from the media never works in the playback software and all that? It's always the case. You download the data from a media, bring it to office, you run it on a playback software, then some or the other it comes. It will never work properly. What is the reason for that? Even any make you take, even with 10 lakhs.
Do you have a specification on that?
I don't have specific, I say we tried once, but it was never a big, even with JRC, any brand with it. It doesn't never work properly.
I can only answer, of course, on our behalf. I know that it's, in many cases, it is a problem. And the problem because I would say, end performance test is not done properly. Now, when we do an end performance test, or when we check, we actually check that we download data, and we review it, and we run it, and we look at it, and see if it's probably still. If you have done like the only thing I could mention, but of course, we had it in the case is if you had a replay version, which is outdated. That could be. But otherwise, I would say I don't like it. Because I know exactly how we do the test. But if you have an template, what I would offer you is to put one of those. Happily, you can retrieve it and test it. And if you tell me that assuming that has been an annual test, no, if you tell me that when we get some working problems, then I get it free. That is it?
Thanks for that offer.
Okay.
One more thing, just now you mentioned that the playback software version may be good. And that's usually a CD which you give to the ship when we install the internet or any other video. Okay. Now, how do the ship or even the office know that the new version of such a software has come? Always, I have seen many incidents in the last several years of my career. And most pre-navigation incidents, you're partly able to read the video. You're never able to read the video. Actually, what you look for go for a root cause analysis navigation incident. Never seen video resulting in that. Compared to one which we see on for the airline incident investigations where the video is actually very helpful and the data is more authentic or more easily readable by them. Those it is done by experts. But so maybe we are not experts and all, but still we are not able to read this data. And like the software version, data not downloaded properly. In one case, we have where they mentioned that crew did not download the data properly. Now you just mentioned that okay, you do the OPT performance test.
That's on the new regulation.
That's on the new regulation. And then you say you select the data, then you say, okay, you have not downloaded the data. This is the normal question we get. Normal replies we get when we ask the question why you are not able to learn the data.
I would say, I don't know the specific situation, but what we could offer is to come and you could do some training, and if it's good, then we see if there's anything to finish. So that would be my offer. If you like.
You said the OPT test, is there a range to record? process test, so you want to check when was it done and what was the result outcome of the test.
The pre-APT? Yeah, it's recorded. You basically download it and then you can run it. You have that file, yes. Because what happens when you run it is that you download a certain amount of data from the vessel, that's point one, and then you run that data, you analyze that data to see are there any alert farms, and it will tell you in the report. So yes, you have that data available, stored on the short side.
In another case, recently we had one ship, and one incision. And we say 30 days memory backup is there. So we had a recent incident, the ship, by accident, putting on the radio, did not save. And we could not have any data last incident.
I don't, there's something wrong there. You're saying it was a new regulation media?
That's what I'm not very familiar with that, but what came out was that the media record, incident record was not available. And the error was done by the officer, he put up the radio without seeing it. Without pressing the save button. That's what.
He didn't save the incident. Okay, then there must be an over-regulation. He didn't save the incident.
Correct, yeah.
Then it's gone up for 12 hours.
Yes.
That was over-regulation.
So today.
But unless you have, if you just have the video in the old regulation, not the new one, but the old regulation, the data is stored for 12 hours. That's it. And it's over-regulation. Unless you save it, then it's stored for 30 days. Up to 30 days. Then of course you can add network as storage, so you can let off the main office. But that's optional. It's not a requirement.
But the new regulation has the safeguard and
the new regulation?
The new regulation.
You have, it's the media, you don't have to press anything. You save it. And this one here, you save 30 days. This one must save 30 days. So you have up to 30 days to come and get the data out. If the rest does not save. You have 30 days to get it out. But there's no auto save. It doesn't depend on anything.
Thank you so much, Hans. I'm sure there are many questions for all the presenters today. I would like to mention one more thing. Captain Sunil Mangia from Sailor Training, I would like to thank you so much for coming in at last moment. And what many of you would know, that entire seminar was transmitted live on the Sailor Today TV channel, and it is available there. Everything is recorded. There was no information that was shared today. Everything is recorded. You may want to go back to the website. We will share with you the link. We will send out an email to everybody with the link, and you can see the recording and probably revisit the questions you may have missed or may not have understood completely, and you are free to write to us if you have any more questions. So before I know we are running a little bit late, but I need a little bit more patience from you, a few minutes. I'm digressing a little bit from the today's topic, and there is a reason for that. We have the Managing Director of Transat here, and I have one question for him. I'd like him to address this question.
I will try.
Many of the companies here have Transat on board. I think all of them who are here have Transat on their fleet, and very recently Transat has been acquired by Wärtsilä. And there are a lot of concerns being raised as to what the future is for Transat, and does it affect them as the user. Would you like to highlight on that?
Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, it's obviously common knowledge now. We, back in, I think, May the fall, were bought out by Wärtsilä. copying the Transas brand, but we still maintain the product, the Navi Saver for the Exit, the Navi Harbor for the DTS. We will maintain the Navi Pro for simulation. So, in a nutshell, why did Wärtsilä buy Transas? Well, there's one very good reason. Wärtsilä, on the digital transformation, want to get ahead of a lot of the other operators out there at the moment. And if you look at Transas, we have about 700 software developers sitting in Petersburg and a different location. We've got some pretty sophisticated artificial intelligence software coming through, which gives us quite a leap forward for Wärtsilä. So they bought us as a going concern. We have to deliver on figures, we have to deliver on what we've been doing, and they've been very, very clear that they will be leaving us alone to do what we specialise in, and that is BTS, simulation, the Exit. Wärtsilä don't have a deep sea marine transportation department. They are very much cruise ships, they are very much ferries. So they brought Transas in to help them leverage some of these solutions and what they do in the deep sea marine transportation. As far as service goes, we have our own service department that will remain. That's, in all different locations. The management are in place and will remain in place as well. So it is business as usual. This was an acquisition that added to Wärtsilä and certainly doesn't take away from Transas. About 3-4 years ago, we looked at where we wanted to be in the next 5 years of the digital transformation. I know first with that. We went to shareholders and said, okay, to get to where we want to get to, we need $40 million from you. And they turned around and said, well, we don't have $40 million, so the next best thing. We actively went to the market and approached it. And Wärtsilä was one of those that we aligned it together. So it's a really good benefit here. We're going to see some great things coming out of Transas with some of the use in the A-Suite application, artificial intelligence. We're going to be contacting a lot more of you recently to show you what we can do and how we can improve the safety and the data delivery, the efficiency of the chart network. So yeah, it's positive. Service, as I said, our service network is completely separate from Wärtsilä. They don't really understand a lot of the business we do. We work completely separate, and that will remain. So yeah, it's positive for us, it's positive for Wärtsilä, and it's business as usual for us. So that's it in a nutshell. If anyone's got any questions or queries, chalk and cheese really. Some people are very positive about Wärtsilä, some people are negative, but that's the same with most companies. I'm available to talk to any one of you if you have concerns. I can be a conduit into Wärtsilä, particularly the A&C, the Sam Electronics part of the business, and also the engine. So if you have any questions, you have any queries, or you want to get your voice heard within Wärtsilä, please come and see me. Tarun knows exactly where to find me and some of the other people in the organisation. So we're here for you. We're here to support you, and we're here to go from here. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. I think that's thank you so much. I would request Mr. Fu, our Chairman and CEO of the Digital Marine Group, to come on stage. As you all know, from the presentation, our presenters have worked very hard to answer your questions, and I hope all your questions, or most of your questions, are answered. So I would, it's just as an honor to them. We have some gifts for you. So can I have you all on stage, Mr. Thomas Johnson? Yeah. Maybe have a round of applause. Mr. Arianda. Last but not least, and Mr. Hans Amundsen. And I will hand over the mic to Mr. Tu.
Distinguished guests, we are really thankful that you spend your precious afternoon with us. We hope that you will enjoy this afternoon session and you have learned something from the speaker.
That you have enjoyed this afternoon session and you have learned something from the speakers. And on top of that, I also want to thank you for the questions that you have given us, because with your questions, we know what are your needs, and then we try to get the speakers to address all those questions that you have. But moving forward, I would like to make a request, and I hope that you can give us some feedback so that we can do it better next year. So, without much ado, I would like to welcome you to a small reception outside this ballroom. And thank you very much for coming. Look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.
We will be sending out a small link for the feedback on the seminar today. We would love to hear from you and your views about the seminar and how do we make it better in the next round. So please, the cocktail reception is just outside, and please feel free. Thank you. Thank you again for coming in.
हाँ शीतल बंद करो।